Oh, look at that beautiful sky here in Williamsburg. I'm Ariel. This is Urbanist. And right now, I just came out of an amazing restaurant that I recommend going to. They invited me over called Republic here on North 10th and Driggs. And it was really good Latin fusion restaurant. They combine basically all Latin countries. And they do really fun foods like a birria pizza and the tres leches cake with chocolate. It was really interesting. You'll see that video soon on my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. But today we're gonna walk on the sunset here in Brooklyn, which is gorgeous. I love sunsets in Brooklyn, and it's getting cold really quickly. So maybe let's aim to grab a ferry ride to enjoy the sunset. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist. Let me know where you're watching from. So right now we are in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It is a lovely day in late September 2022. And hello Marcus, hello Mavis, hello Maria, hello Laureen. Maria, nice to see you here. Hello Jack from the UK. Hello everyone, let me know where you're watching from. Lee says, looks awesome, look at that sky. Here is much better, there we go, look at that sky. Hello, Philip, Kimberly, Wilmy, Veronica, Veronique, Helen, Oleg. Nice to see you here. Hello, Jack, Colleen from Ontario. Mika says, oh my God, you're live. And I'll be live back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Stay tuned. Friday, 12:30 p.m. New York City time. I'll be back live with some special guests. Beautiful day, yeah. Gorgeous sunset. Oh, look at that sky. Oh my God. Almost as I am in Williamsburg, Joseph. Hello, Annie from Israel. Hello, Michelle from Wall. Francisco from Sevilla. Bienvenidos. I actually bumped into two Spaniard urbanists recently, Javier and Maria. They were visiting New York City, saw me on the street randomly. It was nice to chat with them a little bit. So shout out to Javier and Maria, round of hearts for them. They're Spaniards from Malaga, and they saw me, and very, very nice people to chat with. Have been loyal viewers for quite a while. Ooh, oh my God, it's stunning. Just a stunning sunset. Ooh. Gorgeous. Wow. I'm a little bit red-faced because I had two amazing cocktails inside there. And also, there was a lot of cheese in that restaurant. So. Annie, you were born and raised in Brooklyn. Oh, that's great. Brooklyn, great borough. More than 2.8 million people. From what we know, there could even be more because not everyone is counted in these censuses. Jack says, how was your stay in Scotland? I love Scotland. I mean, I could have easily stayed another month in Scotland. Hey, almost says I'm on Bedford. That's good. Almost. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bedford is long, runs the entire length of Brooklyn. So Bedford goes all the way down there, all the way to Greenpoint, the border of Greenpoint, and then goes all the way down to the very southern tip of Brooklyn. Very rich area, predominantly Jewish Americans, and it's very gorgeous. You get really to see the full length of this amazing area of Brooklyn. You get to see so many different ethnicities as you're going down. Bedford is gorgeous, but we're going to go towards the waterfront. Hello, Annie. Have you been to Manhattan Beach? I have barely ever been to Manhattan Beach. I've passed by it. I've been to amazing... Let me put my mic a little bit up. I've been to amazing Brighton Beach. Wow. Nebul says, do I miss France? I do miss France. It was a gorgeous country. Really fun to be in France, especially in Paris. I loved it. It really felt at home in Paris. I mean, even though there's the language barrier, it still felt like it's a place I can live for, if not many months, a few years. Hello, Susie. I went to the waterfront on a hot, scorching day in June. Not a good move, says Susie. Yeah, not a good move. Mark says, what have you been doing at home since coming back? It's a good question. I've been relaxing by re-editing a lot of my older videos. I have been finding new editors to work with, organizing a new vlog to make, setting up a job that I'm about to do with a really cool New York City organization. Oh wow, this is stunning. I've been remaking my merch store and also my print store. So I've been relaxing doing those things. Oh, gorgeous sky. Stunning sunset today. Wow. Look at those colors. Amazing. Wendy, nice to see you here. Hey, Doreen says, I was in the city last Saturday. Oh, cool, Doreen. That's amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. How was it? Nebud says, you really need some rest after all that trip. Yeah. A vacation. Wow. I love the reflection here on the windows. Very Edward Hopper-esque. There's cars passing. They have all high beam lights. I'm not sure why. Just look at the stunning window. I love how the sky perfectly reflects on it. You get the entire gradient in one single rectangular window. Laureen says, wow. Oh my. Ooh, new coffee bar here. Marcy and Myrtle. I gotta come back here. Looks nice. Big. Your voice should be used in movies, says Jack. It sounds so relaxing. Thank you, Jack. Thank you very much. In a world, one man, one gimbal, walking the streets of Brooklyn, seeking the ultimate sunset. Hello, Patty. Nice to see you here on the live video. Dwayne says it's like God painted the clouds. Nice. Dwayne, we're not in Nice anymore. We are in New York. No, I'm joking around. Dwayne, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. Oh my. Dutch says, get to the waterfront. This sunset is amazing. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm doing, Dutch. Dutch, I hope you're catching the sunset somehow. Oh my God. What is this sunset? Mika says, are you using a filter? No. I have a little bit of a saturation hold up, but no. Basically, what you're seeing on the live video, unfortunately, video is nowhere near as sophisticated as the human eye. So it's even more stunning in person. That's why I put a little bit of color correction, excuse me, color correction, so in order to get a little bit closer to the human eye. Dutch says, I was in the Uber. I'm in the Uber right now through Brooklyn. I wish I was live streaming this. Yeah, Dutch. I'm running towards that sunset. Pink Lady, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad you're enjoying my videos. Neil, I'm so glad you're enjoying my videos too. Oh my God, it keeps getting better. Let's go. Run. All right, go. My sneakers have a special power. You just press them right here, and then it boosts. There we go. Let's go. Whoa! Windows. Tunita says, I need some of these sneakers. Yeah, the special boost sneakers coming soon to Urbanist merch store near you. So everyone, if you want to grab the last remaining prints of the current prints I have available now, they're from New York, from Washington, D.C., I got Boston, I got Ireland, UK, France, your choice. It's a huge list. Look at the moon. It's a huge list. Go to urbanist.darkroom.com. Wow, the moon is just peeking out there. That's stunning. We're close to the waterfront. Hey, Nobu says, do you have any Saint-Tropez? Saint-Tropez will be uploaded in the new batch. So stay tuned for Saint-Tropez. But first, a lot of those older prints gotta go. And that's why I am putting limited, the last remaining few, through October 15th. And then you'll see the new collection pop up along with merch too. Merch is teespring.com/store/urbanist. Go there, buy your last remaining merch. It'll be official classic Urbanist merch. You won't see it ever again. All right, sunset's right over there. Just a little bit more, just one block, this corner. Then walk down the corner, and then we'll get to the waterfront. Hold on, sunset, don't go. Don't go, sunset. Hold your horses. Is it good to be back in the US? Or are you missing Europe? Asked Ashley. It's both. This is gonna mess with a lot of people's minds. It might be a bit shocking to hear this, ladies and gentlemen, but it's both. Feels good to be back in the US, and I miss Europe. Oh my God. What? Wow. Look at that. Look at the beautiful golden glow on the buildings. I've never seen such a stunning light reflected upon the buildings of New York. Mika says you have to take photos. I only have my one phone. I don't have a second phone, unfortunately. So it's either live or photos. So, as Bill O'Reilly is famous for saying, F it, we're doing it live. Wow. So, count on the screenshots. People, screenshot masters, Kay, we have a few others. Take all the screenshots and share it with the urbanist community. Ooh. Oh, is tomorrow gonna rain? Usually when a sun says this vibrant, it means it's gonna rain a lot. Not a little, a lot. Storm of the century type of rain. Josh says, weird to see you in New York, yeah, in the US.
No, coasts are okay, but like,
Pink Lady says, not tomorrow, but on Saturday there's torrential downpour. Oh, that's good to know. Ron says, will you have an Airbnb tour soon in New York? No. Unless if I partner up with the hotel again, which I may, especially closer to holiday season. Ebron says, what part of New York are we looking at? Right now we're located in Williamsburg, Brooklyn on the waterfront. And we're looking right now towards Greenpoint, Brooklyn, Long Island City. I'm gonna move the camera further up Midtown. This is Midtown Manhattan. That tall skinny building is Billionaires Row. We're starting to go into Midtown Manhattan, Chrysler Building, 1 Vanderbilt. We have right 34th Street, Empire State Building. Then we have the golden topped buildings of Madison Square Park. Madison Square Park. A huge electrical substation closer to 23rd Street. The beautiful views of Lower East Side and East Village and Alphabet City. And Right there, the Freedom Tower. That's what people call it, but its official name, One World Trade Center. Okay, Google, play Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin. Alexa, play Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin. That's stunning. Let's see if we can catch the views of the bridges right over here. Perfect night to be at one of the observation decks. So yeah, Jim, I wish I were on one of the observation decks right now. I wish I were.
I asked if he had any brothers or sisters, because I thought he was an only child.
Camilla says 5 World Trade Centers. You know, right now we don't have all the World Trade Centers built. I think we have maybe 3. 4. I don't think the 5th one is built yet. Actually, one of the amazing YouTubers by the name of B1M published a video about why the 5th World Trade Center hasn't been built. Chris says, is it better in person? Yeah, it's stunning in person. Stunning. Right here you can see more of the reflection of the sun. One of the more beautiful sunsets I think I've covered on Urbanist, and I've covered some amazing sunsets. I've covered purple sunsets, I've covered Urbanist orange sunsets, pink sunsets, turquoise sunsets, violet sunsets, all types of sunsets. Today it was kind of a mixture of all those colors. Jason says, so beautiful. Oh, yes. Jason, stunning. A great sunset in South Jersey as well. Linda, oh yeah, now it's going towards Jersey. Everyone slam that like button right now if you're enjoying these live videos. Ooh, look at these purple, dark blue vibes there in the distance. Look at those clouds. I think that's why the sunset is extra gorgeous, is the low-lying clouds rippling across the sky. Katrina says it doesn't get better than this. It doesn't. Ebrin says hit that like button for sure. Yes, 100%. Jason says we had a fab sunset in New Jersey. Yeah, that's a cool thing. These clouds are very big, so they consume huge swaths of New York City, Long Island, Connecticut, New Jersey. Oh, here's my ride. All right, guys, let's get on the helicopter. Heaven-bound daughter, nice to see you here. Hello, Sean, welcome. George says it's the mothership. It kind of looked like a UFO with its very bright light. Andrea says, I thought it was a UFO. Yeah, it kind of looked like that. It's very bright light. Don't worry, the UFOs come out later at night. This is a bit early for the UFOs. Hey, Mika. Hello, Ron. Kirsten. Nice to see you here. There is a print, official Urbanist print photograph taken by me, available on urbanist.darkroom.com of a sunset just like this that I took of last year from the point of view of the Brooklyn Promenade. So check that out, urbanist.darkroom.tech. Camilla says, are you eating out tonight? No, Camilla, I'm no longer eating. I've quit food. Camilla, it's time. Just quit food. I'm doing the breatharian diet. Just counting my breaths as sustenance. No, but in all seriousness, Camilla, no food. I just ate a lot. So if you want to see a food video, it'll be posted soon on Facebook, Urbanist Live, Instagram, Urbanist Live, or TikTok, Ariel Vieira.
Oh yeah, no, I
Stunning. Are you near Domino Factory, says Jason. We are about a 15-minute walk away from the Domino Park. He says, can you do more landscape prints? Yeah, for the new batch. Yeah, I'll take a few more landscape prints. I really do like my portrait formats, but I think there's some great landscapes to be taken. Stay tuned. Wendy says, I missed you. Oh, Wendy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Will you be having another martini? Says George. You know, I'm not too much of a fan of martinis. But those cocktails I had at the Latin restaurant was quite strong. Wow. All right, let me see what. Oh, the ferry's coming. All right, everyone, I'm speed walking again because I gotta go catch the ferry. Let's go. Susie says, hello, darkness, my old friend. La 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 la. Wow, they increased the prices. Now it's $4. Crazy. So everyone, $4 now. Come on. This doesn't fly away, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Holding on to dear life. No longer is it $2.75, now it's $4. Why? Hi. Thank you. Lorene is sponsoring this ferry ride. Thank you so much, Lorene. So pro tip, there's drinks now being sold, and there is a bathroom as well in all of them.
South Windsburg is next.
Oh wow. All right, we made it. We made it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a close call, $4 one way. Still worth it though, to take this amazing ferry ride. There's an indoors portion down below. Hello, Marianne. Welcome. Nice to see you here. I love how the moon is peeking out right over there. DS says, I remember when the Staten Island Ferry was $0.25. You know, the Staten Island Ferry is actually free. So it actually went down in price, which is good. I was shocked that they actually charged for the Staten Island Ferry. Mika says, cool, my first ferry broke. Ooh, Mika, you haven't been on the ferry before? I highly recommend it. Dr. Tachi, nice to see you here. The sun is still stunning right now. Now we are going into the blue hour, twilight. But today it has a rather maroon tone to it. We're leaving Midtown area. Right there, Long Island City, Greenpoint with that big building right over there, Williamsburg, North Williamsburg, Midtown, and now we're going downtown. Camilla says, I sense a lot of sharks. I think if sharks were on the East River, people would be really freaked out. But no, luckily there are no sharks on the East River. I don't think there's really that many large fish on the East River. So I got everyone, last final prints from 2020 to 2022, urbanist.darkroom.com. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a photo opportunity right there. Look at that. Ooh. I'm getting chills. I mean, it's cold, but I'm also getting chills because it's a gorgeous sight. Oh, today's going to be a bumpy ride. Pro tip, if you're sensitive to the sea, the ferry does get a bit bumpy at night. And the ferry goes very fast, too. That is the Williamsburg Bridge. The J and the M trains pass right above it. Oh, here we have a boat. I'm not sure what this boat is. Probably one of those party boats. That's how I'll celebrate my future wedding. I'll just rent out a huge boat, go all around New York City. Nobu says, pro tip, sit outdoors on the ferry. It is nice, yeah. But of course, you can take the ferry when it's cold. Luckily, the indoors is nice. The windows are kept pretty clean. I think these windows are amongst the cleanest I've seen of any ferry system that I've been to around the world. Bella says Ariel is fleeing from that crazy TikTok tourist. Yes, indeed, indeed. Hey, Mighty Bull, nice to see you here. Alexander, welcome. Right now we are at South Williamsburg, known for the Hasidic Jewish population. Hasids are Orthodox Jews, one of two major sects for Orthodoxy. And they're located here, mostly in this area, but further down Bedford, all across Crown Heights. Mirna asks, future wedding? Ariel, did I miss an announcement? and Trisha says, will you live stream your wedding? It depends if I find a live streamer as good as me. George says, do you plan on going to Japan now that it's open? No, Japan still requires you to take a test, a C test, going into the country. You have to take, I think, a secondary test from what I saw on Only in Japan Goes video. If you fail that secondary test, you have to do 3 days quarantine. Or I think it's like a more in-depth test, so it's not neither just positive nor negative. It's, you can get something in between, and if you get something in between, you have to do 3 days quarantine. And then beyond that, there's still restrictions. There's still a lot of mask rules. Unspoken rules, though. They're not really laws, but a lot of requiring of using a mask, which is not something I really want to do traveling. So not yet. Once they take away the requirement to test to enter the country, then I'll go. Japan is a bit expensive, so to risk 3 days of doing nothing in the Japanese hotel kind of will suck. Hey, Susie says, you need to live stream from the J Train, playing J Train vibes. Yeah, I think I will, yeah, Susie. Susie referring to the song I have on an Urbanist Coffee Break album called J Train Vibes. And I have not ridden the J Train in a while. I've not played that song. Katrina says, so jealous of Ariel. Oh, why is that, Katrina? Oh, because it's so beautiful. Janet says, you're getting married? No. No, I'm not getting married. I just mentioned a future wedding. I am not getting married, nor am I in a relationship, but the future eventual wedding. I'm renting out a ferry boat all around Manhattan. Will you visit Kyoto? Yeah, I would love to visit all around Japan. Once those last regulations are out, I think I will go to Japan. Hey, Manny Explorers is tuning in as well. Oh, cool. We got a few live streamers tuning in. Manny Explorers, check him out. Does live streams of New York, New Jersey. And he's traveled to like Seattle, a few other places. Ron says, up next, people are going to ask you, how tall are you? Ron, I think we all know the answer. Audrey with the $3 super chat. Audrey sponsoring this ferry ride. Thank you so much, Audrey. Perfect apartments. Imagine having an apartment right there. I mean, the bridge might be a little bit loud, but those windows here at these buildings are really soundproof, which is nice. Oh, there we go. We have the J train right there. Look at that. Marianne. Hey, Marianne. Thank you so much. Thank you again for your being a mega urbanist. We have a few mega urbanists tuning in at the moment. Marianne, Susie, and a few others. We have a few anonymous mega urbanists as well. Thank you so much for anonymously supporting. I appreciate that. And can't wait to send postcards on October. Hey, Nebul says, can you ask the captain to pick me up at San Maxim? I think we'll do our best. We'll do our best. It'll take us a few days, a few weeks on this ferry ride. If we survive. Can you send me a personal helicopter, says Katrina, so I can get there, please? Katrina, I will soon provide that service for hyper urbanists. Right now we have super urbanists, we have the mega urbanists tier of supporters, contributors, and then in the near future we'll have hyper urbanists. Maybe among those benefits will be helicopter rides, catered dinners, passes to my mega yacht, free mega pints at said mega yacht, other benefits like that. Stay tuned. Cartier watches for Christmas. Maureen says, have you been to Toronto? No, not yet. I haven't been to Toronto. But I can't wait to go at some point. It does seem nice. I'll go in the summertime. I don't think I would want to go in the winter. Katrina says, we'll pack my suitcase. I'm in the UK. That's amazing. The UK currency is crashing at the moment. Makes me really, really tempted to go back to the UK. My heart goes out to anyone who might be suffering directly from that. It's a bit tough financial times also in the UK at the moment. Susie says, you will personally hand deliver postcards. George is making theories about future urbanist content. Mighty Bull, nice to see you here. Robert says, no, we've seen the UK enough. Robert, there's no such thing as enough UK. UK is one of the greatest countries on earth. I haven't had enough of the UK. I don't think most of the audience hasn't had enough of the UK. Mary says, are you staying in New York City for fall and winter? I'll tell you this. There's a big chance you'll still see Halloween in New York and Christmas in New York. Aside from that, I'm not sure. But you'll see the classic New York vibes in the winter because New York is so cool in the winter. Catherine says, hey, get tough. Visit Canada in the winter. Okay. Let me go over to Saskatchewan then. Oh, there we go. That's my wedding boat. Trisha says, what membership for you to personally deliver postcards? That would be part of the quantum urbanist level. It's beyond hyper urbanist. And yes, at that level, at $10,000 a month, I will hand deliver postcards. Right here, the Manhattan Bridge. Gorgeous bridge, constructed in 1913. Right behind it, we have one of the new condos in this area of Deep Lower East Side, / Chinatown. The Brooklyn Bridge. Downtown Manhattan, beautiful views of the One World Trade Center there with the green spire at the moment. Changes colors. Right there in the green down below, South Street Seaport. It's also the music venue too. Concert and event venue. And we are arriving at Dumbo. Katrina says, can I be your best woman when you get married on the boat? There will be a reality TV show contest for that. Right down there we have the Statue of Liberty. Look at that, wow. Lady Liberty herself. All the old merch will be phased out. So right there. If you want to own classic urbanist merch that will never be found again, you can purchase it right there. There will be new merch at some point, especially closer to the holiday season.
This is Dumbo.
This is Dumbo, yeah. The man is correct. Yep.
Our next and last stop is 311 Wall Street.
All right, so we are now one of the chairs in the ferry. It's comfortable. It's nice. It actually has a nice little slope for my buttocks. Feels nice and warm. Right by the gas exhaust, so I'm smelling those fumes, feeling rather high. It's very good. I like it. It's dark. Ooh. So I give this bench. It's actually comfy with these views and these gas exhausts causing me to feel rather woozy. The sky is turning more purple as we speak with all the gas exhaust. I give it a very high 9.1 out of 10. Going Anonymous says, what's your opinion on the 111 Wall Street design? I don't know too much about 111 Wall Street. Do let me know where you're referring to. I don't know about it. Do let me know. Right here, Dumbo. Beautiful Dumbo. Bonsoir, says Alex. Bonsoir too, Alex. Hope you're doing well. Diaz says, I had coffee with Bob this morning. Do you know he stopped smoking cigarettes 7 years ago? No, I had no clue. I'm so grateful that I get to live in New York City, says Susie. Oh, yes. So, Where do we have the Leaning Tower of New York? I think right here. This is the Leaning Tower of New York. Catherine says, did you suffer from culture shock when you got back to New York? I did, especially with the noise. Not so much the culture, but kind of urbanism shock. It got very, very loud. I realized how loud the city is compared to even London. I mean, London is super busy, but even London and Paris are not as loud as New York. I think the only European city that is as loud as New York, or a little bit more so, actually two of them, is Athens and Naples. Aside from culture, you know, I got really used to, especially in the UK, some other parts of Europe, like Northern Europe, like the Netherlands, really got used to having good food at coffee shops. You know, you will have a good coffee, excellent specialty coffee, and you will have a good avocado toast or breakfast or full breakfast and eggs. I really love that. And here in New York City, you have to go to a restaurant, sit down, have table service, and pay a tip, and buy a $20 avocado toast in order to have that experience. And I kind of miss that from the UK. In terms of Paris, you know, I miss dining slowly. That was another culture shock I always
Our
have.
next and last stop is 311 Wall Street.
When I come back to New York, is I go to a restaurant and the waiter is hovering over my table, eager to clean up the dishes and to give me the check. And that really, really does suck. You know, I really appreciate many things about America, but it kind of sucks that we're so rushed to dine out. And that was very nice about Europe. Michelle says, great camera work. Have you ever done directing? I have. Well, of course I direct all my videos in essence. So I've done a documentary, 45-minute documentary. It's available on YouTube. New York City, History of Fashion. I also directed a documentary for Rise New York Museum exhibition in Times Square, featuring Tim Gunn. I actually directed Tim Gunn. He's the first celebrity I've ever directed, major profile person. I've directed a few dance short films, which you can find on my personal YouTube, Ariel Vieira. What's that green building? This green building over here is a concert venue. Do let me know the name for people tuning in. It's Pier something. But it's a concert venue, a few restaurants. We can see one of the restaurants down below there. Rooftop bar. We can see the actual concert venue up there. It's set up. It's a really cool area. I'm glad that they built it. And offices as well in those 4th and 5th floors. And Anonymous is talking about a stubby building. I'm not sure if you're talking about this one. I don't know too much about it. Don't know what the design is going to be. So I have no opinions thus far. But I'll look into it. Thank you so much for letting me know. Maybe you'll be referring to this one. Pier 17. Thank you so much. Pier 17. Is that it? And right here, we're reaching our final stop. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Let me know if you have any last remaining questions. Stay tuned tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. New York City time. I will be live with a couple that I featured before. I was honored to live stream their wedding too. And we're going to learn about being an artist in New York, hosting a wedding in New York, have a bite or a coffee, show a little cool space. Stay tuned. 12:30 p.m. We're going to meet some New Yorkers. Let's land. I'll show you the ferry exit over here for our final 5 minutes. one more time. Brooklyn right there. We see the downtown Brooklyn skyline. In front of the downtown Brooklyn skyline, we have Brooklyn Heights and Columbia Heights. Camilla says, are you referring to Bing Buzz? Camilla, you watch out with that word that you're using. Is not, unfortunately, the word that you used. I do understand why you used it. It's normal in some other languages. I recommend not using it in English. English is not used. It's seen a bit more negatively. But no, you're referring to the Korean-American couple Bing Buzz. No, that won't be the couple. Their name is Highly Varlet. Stay tuned. What's the latest restaurants that are open in New York, says Jamie Lynn. Stay tuned. You'll be finding out about one of them. Oh, I gotta get out.
Alright folks, this is Pier 11 Wall Street. Last stop, everyone. Must debark here. Thanks.
I was about to be stuck in downtown Brooklyn. Annie says, where can you send me pictures? I don't respond to every single message, but you always feel free. I do like to read them from time to time on Instagram, Urbanist Live. But the way to share your photos with your fellow urbanists is by joining the Facebook group, Urbanists of the World.
Bye.
Hi, thank you so much. So long lines here for a few of the ferries. They go all out. People are now commuting on a daily basis. Yeah, so people are commuting now on a daily basis. $4, you can buy tickets right here. You can also use the app, NYC Ferry. The app is very easy, especially if you have cell phone service here. You can also go to New Jersey. You can go to the Highlands and the Atlantic Highlands in New Jersey. It's called the Sea Streak to go over in New Jersey. Probably a lot more expensive to go in New Jersey. I've never been there, so I'll be curious to see what a ferry ride looks like. Trisha says 4 times 2 every day. Trisha, if you think that's expensive, imagine the people who live outside of New York City proper, that live in New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, and upstate New York. Oof. Or not upstate, but Westchester and Yonkers, crazy expensive. So we went here, North Williamsburg, all the way down to Wall Street, which is the main hub. Here you can take all the ferries except the one to Staten Island, which is on the other side of Manhattan. And Lorraine says, wow, that's a long line. Yeah, they get really packed, but I think everyone will have space inside. Whether you have a seat or not, it'll be another thing. The ferries are not as big as the ones in London, though, so I hope maybe they'll eventually change that, make bigger ferries for the ones that need it. And right here we have the FDR Drive, Franklin Delano Roosevelt Drive, which is the highway, runs north to south on the east side of Manhattan. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Stay tuned for a live video tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. New York City time, and other random live videos for the meantime until I go on a schedule. But for now, it'll be the random live videos. I'm focusing on doing YouTube Shorts, which apparently YouTube is going to start sharing more revenue with people who make shorts. So hopefully that's a great way to grow the channel as well. So stay tuned for that. So check out my YouTube Shorts, give them a like. Check out my TikToks as well, Ariel Vera, and give them a like. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. Au revoir. Oh, I'm no longer in France. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.